What's up, Virgo? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you are new here, I put them out every 2 weeks, so hit that subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal sessions. Guys, in my sessions, just like everything on my channel, I infuse my tarot and my channeling with the universal law of assumption, manifesting mindset to actually help you break unconscious patterns and actually shift dynamics and get your preferable outcome. So if that is what you want, then you can book in a session with me. All the info is in the description box of the video. If you want a more traditional kind of a tarot reading or some quick answers, you can go to my affiliates, Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom. I've linked them in the description box. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 if you deposit $20. So check them out if you feel called to do so. And if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I've put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Virgo, I'm going to do the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? A projected potential outcome. And I say potential because, as mentioned on this channel, I infuse manifesting and universal law into all my content. So the tarot readings are just check-ins into one version of you, Virgo, and your specific person that you have manifested and selected out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. Everything exists all at once. Your desires are meant for you. Everyone is you pushed out. Circumstances don't matter. You can have anyone or any version of anyone that you desire. So if you would like to manifest this differently, it just requires a shift in your state, your identity, the version of Virgo that you're being, and a reselection through new dominant thoughts and assumptions. And you can absolutely have whatever you want, okay? All right, Virgo, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can look at my other content. I like to kind of give tips as I go as well, all right? Okay, Virgo, the person on your mind, how are they feeling about you? 10 of Pentacles, Virgo. So they've got a long-term vision, but 5 of Swords, there's been a little bit of tension or stress, maybe around house and home. Some of you family matters are playing into this, because I just saw the 6 of Cups. And then we've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So the 5 of Swords I heard was clashing, could be tension with words. Some of you, I'm not really getting, it's like a disloyal kind of an energy. You know, perhaps you are building a 10 of Pentacles with this person, but there's like pressure or there's tension. Queen of Swords in the reverse can be a bit harsh-tongued, so maybe there's been disagreements or disagreements on either financial matters or on the future vision, something like that. Virgo, okay, so the Death cards come out. I wouldn't say that that's an end. I would say that that's maybe wanting to transform things, something like that. Let me have a look. Yeah, because the Sun card's here, right? Well, yeah, 10 of Cups is in the reverse. Some of you, yeah, families playing into this, or there's been clashes or tensions, because the 10 of Cups in the upright, ultimate fulfillment, that's emotional. So the clashing and the tension, I always stick to what I channel. Could be around material matters, outside family playing into it, or responsibilities that's caused, or clashing with words, or tensions about like more material things. So as the Sun card's pleasure and joy. Now, whatever has caused the clash or the tension verbally has kind of dulled this 10 of Cups in the reverse, okay, which is the emotional aspect. Yeah, and then there's a 9 of Wands. There's like a little bit of a wound or a block or a wall there, emotionally, I would say, because the Sun's really nice. Some of you, there are children in the mix here with the Sun card, okay? If not, this is just about joy and happiness, and they want to get past some kind of a block when it comes to achieving this 10 of Cups, which is the ultimate emotional fulfillment. Yeah, 5 of Wands is in the reverse. So they want to get past some tension, some clashing. This could be outside energies that influence the situation. Again, I'm not really getting cheating and all that stuff. I would say this is more competing, like being, you know, competing interests, or clashing between the two of you when it comes to priorities or something like that, or what you're building for the future. Building for the future, the 3 of Wands, it's in the reverse. Lack of planning as well. 3 of Wands can be like expansion, and that could be because outside influences like material matters and things like that. And I know that's not in the cards, but I stick to what I channel and the cards that I see, which very often come out. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. So that is about reciprocity, regaining balance. For some of you, there's outside energies that need support, okay? Or there's a need to support, like if you have children in the mix, and so that's caused clashing and tension or something. But this is also about getting to a place where things feel more balanced or reciprocal, okay? We've got Ten of Swords here. Tell me what that's about. Page of Pentacles and Two of Swords. Okay, so there's been clashing and tension. Do I think this is like Ten of Swords? I might read this differently to other readers because I stick to the overall energy, right? I feel like the Ten of Swords is coming to the end. 10 cards are 10 cards. So there's coming to the end of a painful cycle where things have been feeling very stuck. The Two of Swords. And what I'm getting with this Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the clashing and the tension, and I saw the Queen of Swords in the reverse, maybe clashes with words, is some kind of a fear of either not being enough financially, because the Page of Pentacles is someone feeling like they're a page. So not feeling financially, like, for example, there could be a wound here in arguments when it comes to prioritizing the connection and being on the same page materially, or someone feeling like there's a wound, Page of Pentacles in the reverse, like what they're giving you is not enough, right? Wanting, Six of Pentacles would be about support, and it's literally Pentacles as well. So it's like supporting the connection, maybe materially, something like that. This is a very specific message, guys. So if it's not for you, it's not for you. And even if it is for you, you've manifested it. So we're going to get to your side of the street. There is a bit of a Two of Swords. So why do we have the Two of Swords? This is like stuckness. Maybe the blindfolds on. I mean, someone could have lost their job as well. And there's fears now around not being able to like reciprocate or support. Or this is just exhaustion sometimes, Ten of Swords, because of outside clash, like outside competing interests. Yeah, there's that Queen of Swords in the reverse. So something about tensions and harshness. Queen of Swords says what's what. So some of you have had like a tense or, I mean, she can bite your fucking head off, the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So some of you have had that sort of an energy between the two of you. Let's see why we have that Ten of Cups in the reverse. Okay, the Judgment card. Well, the Judgment card, guys, in the reverse is like kind of judgmental energy. So there's something that's like the shadow of the Judgment card. And there also could be family outside that are playing into this. There also could be, if I'm going to Freud this, guys, like there could be a fear of not being enough, like financially, etc. And that could be something that's been passed down, like a wound from family. Or there could be outside family or energies that are demanding a lot, okay? And then that causes clashes between the two of you. So the Two of Swords here, look, sometimes that can be indecision. I don't think that's indecision so much about the connection. I think that this is like the blindfolds on as to how to move forward and, move beyond some kind of conflict or tension, okay? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, like things keep going round and round. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is also like maybe wanting things to shift in a positive direction, like literally it's about fortune, like finances. I just keep hearing finances, guys. So this could be a massive like pressure in some kind of a way. Yeah, wanting to get past stress and anxiety, okay? One more on that Judgment card. Yeah, because of burdens. Ten of Wands, okay? Burdens. It's all because the Sun card, at least in the recent past, and again, like past perceptions between the two of you, the Sun card is happiness and joy. And then it just seems like there's a wound here, and it's like fearing that the Ten of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, is stuck due to so much pressure or burdens or clashing or tensions. Now, we're going to get to you and how you feel about them, because they're going to shift their behaviors, their thoughts, their feelings. Guys, you can even, if you feel like someone's struggling financially and that's causing strain, you can affirm for them. You can be like, they're thriving, we're both thriving, okay? Finances, you can manifest that. You can manifest for someone. You can manifest behavioral changes. You can shift anything, guys, seriously. Magician card, you can manifest anything. They're also trying to manifest in this. So they're not robots, guys, they manifest, but you still have manifested the version of them. So you are the king or queen manifestor. But in their world, Magician card, they're trying to manifest, to move forward in a more positive direction, in a way where either they can be more supportive of the connection or release burdens outside that are like draining the connection and causing tensions and clashing. Okay, so let's look at you, Virgo. I know this is very specific and might not be for everyone. This is Virgo and Gemini energy, Leo energy, Scorpio energy. How do you feel about them, Virgo? How are you feeling about them? Okay, Knight of Pentacles. I mean, look, I said to you, I don't really think this is a playing around or a cheating or a complex situation involving, when I say Five of Wands and the clashing, I just really think that's about outside competing interests, okay? Yeah, because you've got a Queen of Cups, Virgo, so it seems like you love this person, you feel emotion for this person. Let's have a look. The Moon card's in the reverse. Something also maybe about trust issues. The Moon card in the reverse, guys, and the trust issues, again, it's like, it could be because outside influences, like family, you know, this person could feel like they're very responsible for outside energies. You could then likewise feel like this person is not prioritizing your connection and you're clashing in terms of the direction forward and building your Ten of Cups together. Let's have a look. Yeah, King of Pentacles. How do you feel about them, Virgo? See, Lovers card. And then Temperance card. This is someone you could have been connected to for a long time. Some of you actually are in like, you're committed to this person. And then the Lovers card is strong connection. Okay, so what else is going on here? High Priestess is in the reverse with Queen of Wands. What's this Lovers card? Okay, Eight of Wands in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles. There's something about communication and fear. I feel, Virgo, okay, there is like the Queen of Wands. This is a very kind of, I need to focus on me and independent kind of an energy, okay? Queen of Wands, some of you are entrepreneurs. So, you know, you're wanting this person to be very stable. So maybe there is a fear that this person like is not really showing up and building with you your Ten of Pentacles, though this energy is generally pretty good. I saw the Ten of Pentacles, remember when I was shuffling over here, but something here has got to do with the way that the communication is. You know, High Priestess is like holding things back. So I feel like, Virgo, you want to get things out on the table and have more open communication about stuff. And the Lovers card is strong energy, okay? But there's this patient energy, okay? So maybe there's this whole thing around patience, about getting, you know, the dream home, the dream asset, building the future together. And you want to break, I mean, this could go through periods of silence. And when I say that, it's more like silent treatment, like you could clash with this person, because there's something about the way, and I stick to what I say, like the way you communicate with one another. Let me get a little bit more on this. Yeah, the Star card is in the reverse with the Seven of Wands, and then the Five of Swords is in the reverse. You want to stop the tension and the clashing, and Seven of Wands can be defensive energy. Maybe you feel this person gets very defensive with you and shuts down. Maybe they, you know, that's a dynamic, guys. And you know, I like to point out dynamics, which is very shiftable completely by you. But the Star card is you kind of lacking vitality. Maybe you feel like you're putting in a lot, and then, you know, you're patiently wanting this person to be more open in some kind of a way. And then that causes tensions. And some of you, you know, you may feel, you know, the Lovers card's also about choices, but I really wasn't picking up so much that this is a cheating situation or you're not being chosen in terms of commitment. Perhaps you feel like this person's not choosing the connection over and above like other influences or people, because there's clashing in tension. You know, that could be like even work or career is like a drain or some problems there, okay? Or just that there's a wound when it comes to, you know, feeling like there's reciprocity. You know, like emotionally for sure, because there's a block or a wound when it comes to like opening up, and then there's clashing intention. There seems to be a lot of focus on material matters. The star card in the reverse is like sometimes you lose hope or vitality. It looks like exhaustion, okay? So if you want this person to show up and be a better communicator, or you want to have just like the most ideal relationship ever, guys, you absolutely can. All you would need to do, for example, is go to the end. We have the best communication. If you have all these memories of shit like that has been said or done, forget it. Just fuck it in a bucket. Be like, we're better than ever. We have a perfect relationship. They show up treating me like a diamond or a king or a queen. Because some of you maybe also like maybe you feel like you need to carry a lot. Queen of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. I mean, that's like, you know, working hard, maybe you're exhausted. So if you want this person to pour more in, then you can hold them dominantly the assumption that they're so supportive, that you're the main priority, that they do X, Y, and Z for you. And if you also have like a thing where you feel like this person gets cold, for example, guys, because that can be like maybe there's a silent treatment, there's fights, etc. I have put a link, guys, to a guide that is, you know, going to help you if you want to break cycles. Looks like there's some cycles going on here, like hot and cold behavior. Also how you can shift, because everything is manifested through you, as I explained, guys, from the beginning, and everyone is your creation or your selection. So, but it all starts with an identity shift. And so I've put together a free guide for those of you that are interested, where I'm helping you to shift into your highest version of self, where you can absolutely manifest the most preferable version of anyone and this situation for sure, and break any loops, any unpreferable cycles, guys. So check it out if you want to. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse. So something about drains and financial stability, okay? Literally, some of you, you're stressed because you feel like you have to, because from the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse to the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles on a financial level is the pinnacle, okay? And the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is maybe not, you know, feeling like there's enough financially. Also, the way in which you're communicating with one another. Nine of Pentacles can be about self-confidence or feeling good about yourself. So you might feel like this person is not showing up maybe and giving you, I don't know, the confidence or the attention or something like that. Because we've also got Seven of Pentacles. So you have, there's a lot of pentacles here, guys. So Virgo, like this is all about practical matters. This is a lot of waiting to see how things play out to achieve your Ten of Pentacles. There seems to be issues and defensiveness when it comes to being financially stable and viable, going through periods of silence. One more on that High Priestess in the reverse, because I really need to understand why we have that. That's Pisces energy, by the way. King of Wands, King and Queen of Wands. It goes hot and cold, guys. Okay? Hot, cold. Maybe you want more passion. Maybe it can be very passionate. Then it goes cold, silent treatment, because there's clash, Five of Swords and tensions in terms of your future vision. Okay? And it's taking a lot of patience, Temperance card. Okay? So easily adjustable, yeah, because we've got a King of Cups in the reverse. So you could feel like this person emotionally turns off, switches off. This person equally on this side, there's wounds here, and there seems to be this kind of energy of judgment. Now, I'm not telling you you fucked up or anything or blaming. What I'm saying is there's a dynamic. So if you want to shift the dynamic, super easy. You just detach from this and project new dominant thoughts and assumptions. No, this is how they are. No, I'm the version of Virgo that has this perfect relationship. I'm the version of Virgo, I get so much love and attention. They're always so romantic, okay? We have, obviously, the passion, King and Queen of Wands can be very, there's a match there, okay? So maybe the passion can be there. Maybe you feel they're not emotionally available. I've done a video about like avoidance or emotionally unavailable type people. If that's a dynamic between the two of you, you can change it. You can select a version that's different. The King of Cups in the reverse. Also, you know, that can be like you feeling like this person can be emotionally manipulative in some kind of way. If I want to be like really harsh, And then, you know, there can be like the switching off of the conversation. Like there could be this silent treatment or hot and cold between the two of you. I'm really getting that, okay, if I wanted to play devil's advocate, and again, it's not dismissing them because they're not robots. They have their own thoughts and feelings. But again, they will shift. It's not manipulating them. You're just going to shift into another version of you, and they will be you pushed out, and it's like another reality. You've quantum leaped. But in this version, it seems to be that there's a lot of clashing and tension, potentially because of this need for reciprocity, financial matters, feeling judged, feeling very weighed down, feeling very burdened about the future, feeling like what they offer you is not enough. Now, don't worry about that. You don't need to apologize or justify that. You just need to shift with your consciousness and your awareness and hold them dominantly in the ideal, and you as the center of you've always been, the God of your reality, project that outwards. Okay, guys? So like I said, you can check out the link that I mentioned. It's free, and it could be the first step for you, you know, to embody the more ideal version of you and them, okay? What have we got here? Yeah, I told you there is love, okay? But then there's mask, okay? This is what the hiding feelings. Okay, hot, cold, okay? Defensiveness, that's what the issue is, okay? What else? And then, but then there's love is coming struck by love. So it goes hot and cold, hot and cold. The love is there. So if you doubt that this person loves you and there's a dynamic and you get defensive and then they get defensive, okay, they are just your mirror and you're shifting states in and out. So then you need to be in the state where you're like, because I've got wedding rings right after that, guys. I told you, I feel like this is actually, there's nothing to do with cheating here, okay? This says union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion, and you've got Lover's card here, okay? So the problem here is something to do with the communication, some kind of an assumption that someone's not showing up emotionally available or something like that. That could be ping-ponged back and forth because we've got sword and rose, clarity and truth. It says honor and protection, determination. So there is a determination to keep moving forward. The stuckness also is like, you know, honor and protection. For those of you who feel like this person's not choosing you because honestly, like this person feels like what they're offering you seems to be not enough in the sense that they want to honor you and they probably want to give you more, and then they might feel like they're not good enough, and there's like a lot of this struggle and potentially outside factors like pulling them financially, burdens, etc., which again, it's all circumstantial. It doesn't need to be part of what your story is. You can say, no, our relationship is perfect. No, they dote on me. They're so loving, they're thriving. All the examples that I gave you guys, okay? But I'm giving you just like what is going on in this situation. And either way, it seems to be like, because they are manifesting, so in this version, which you can shift anyway and get the most ideal version, they're manifesting joy and happiness with you. They're committed to you. They're devoted to you. There's just this kind of issue with like holding back on feelings maybe, and pressure and judgment between the two of you, okay? So easily adjustable, Virgo. I hope that resonated for some of you. I intend that it helps some of you, and I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will check in 2 weeks' time.